What's up, everybody? Welcome to Untamed and Unhinged Reptile Podcast. It's my co-host EA Snakes Eric. I'm sorry, brother.
What's going on, everybody?
And then me, Big Flexit from Flex and Finesse and Reptiles. And our guest today is Limbless Exotics, Lukas. And we're gonna go ahead and bring him on out. I don't think we have anything going on with US Arc right now.
What's
Did I say
up?
that right, Lukas? Limbless
Yeah,
Exotics. Okay,
Limbless.
Limbless. That's it. Yep.
but I'm gonna show
Without
this.
limb.
I'm gonna show
Yeah.
this shirt off while Lucas is on here. Check this out. Look at this shirt, guys. This shirt came out hard.
Oh, sick.
Fire.
Oh man, that looks good.
Yeah, it came out good.
Man, all your graphics always look so good, man. Your podcast, your designs. I see it everywhere too. It's always on my feed.
Appreciate that, man.
You
Yeah,
should see
yeah.
the ones he
I
sends
think it
us.
does well because it looks so good, man.
I'm just like a lot of people tell me that too. They're like, dude, you should do like start a business in reels. A
Yeah,
lot of people would ask you to do their reels for them. I was like, dude, I like doing it. I don't know. I'll do
yeah,
it. Just people
yeah.
just
You definitely should, man. Because most people just don't have that knowledge or do other stuff.
and my reels are like hitting like 3,000, 1,000, 2,000. I'm like, dang, I didn't know they were that good. I
Yeah,
didn't
they're
think they were
good.
that good.
They're
But
good, and the algorithm pushes your stuff too. I guess because of the engagement, but that's because it looks so good. It definitely does. It looks awesome.
Even the
um,
covers for the lives too. How he puts everyone's logo in there.
Oh, dope! It's so dope.
Don't
So
ask me
dope.
to do it.
Yeah, I couldn't do that either.
which cover?
All of
Even the one you did for the hog nose,
Oh
putting
yeah,
everybody's logo in there like that, and then putting more in the like whenever you need to.
bro, that's hard. Trust me, that's hard.
I know.
Trust me, that's hard. And sometimes I have to tap on it, just clean it. So I clean it, the
right.
background, and I tap on it until it just gives me that fine line. It's just hard. It's hard.
You have
But
talent.
Yep.
but go
Yep.
ahead, Lucas. Tell us about you, what you're working with, and you want to drop yourself. Shout outs. Go ahead.
All right. My name's Lucas Patterson. I'm the owner of Limbless Exotics. Um, I've been doing it since about late 2019. And I basically work with Desert Ghost in a ton of different directions. Although my collection is super small, maybe roughly 50 snakes or so. But I probably started with 10 to 15 purchases that I took my time with. I didn't, just randomly buy stuff that I saw that was pretty at shows or none of that. I planned every single purchase out, and I just took my time with it. I think, and only because there was so many folks in the that were successful that I watched that. Told me not to do that and told me to be calculated and have a vision. And I think I did that at least. I did it through the entire 2020 when ball pythons were the coolest thing in the world, and I've continued to stay the course, and I will just because I like ball pythons, I like snakes, I like animals, I like I like the whole deal. So it was never really about the money, although it's nice to be able to um, you know fuel your hobby with something that is self-sustaining. So that's basically the gist of it.
And why ball pythons?
Um, I guess it's just happenstance, man. I I guess it was like August of 2019 that my mom called me, and she lives like across the neighborhood, and a giant black snake had gotten into her house, and I went over there to get it out of the house and deal with it and all that and do what she wanted me to do. And um, I had a moment with this big black snake that I got like off of her kitchen cabinets, which she was like ready to move out of the house. She hates snakes, and I guess it was that night I started just YouTubing snake content in general. And I first came across like venomous content. So like I can't remember the guy's name, but he's an old man, and he's got like the wildest, most venomous shit in the world in his house. And it looks like an older house too. So it's like he's got two or three different bedrooms that are turned into like highly venomous locked cages, and he's got mambas flying at him all the time. And that's what I wanted to do, but my family was like, "That's not happening. They're gonna kill our dogs and kids, and you're gonna leave something loose." So I guess after that, a fire was put out. I came across Justin's content, Canova's content, and then I started watching Mutation Creations, Clutch cuttings, and just the popular stuff on YouTube. And I guess that's what seeing the eggs be cut and this whole process of these thousands of different combinations that you can put together, and then the general sweetness of the snake itself, the ball pythons. They're just such a easygoing, predictable snake, and then you just have the all the color options, which is it's just awesome. So it's a multifaceted thing for me. I never ever get sick of coming into my snake room after work, or no matter how much tubs there is to scrub, or I just never get sick of it. So until I do, I'm going to be doing this. So um, you know, yeah, I can't remember the original question you asked me, but I hope I answered
You're
it.
good. That was good.
Okay.
I like that. I like that a lot. But I do have a question. You said you're working with DG.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what kind of projects you trying to do with DG?
So I guess my favorite snake that during this time I'm telling you about, when I was watching Justin's videos, and the original snake that I was like, oh my god, that's what I want to do, was one that he called the Halloween snake, which was and I'm sure it's on his Instagram, back there. But it is fire, leopard, orange dream, desert ghost, and it was just this perfect swirly orange against super dark black. So like that was the initial direction that I was hoping to like make one myself one day, or expand on that. And then I saw. I think later on, or whenever I got into acid and confusion, and I saw a pastel leopard um, acid desert ghost, which gave me a lot of vision, I guess, to like if I can go down that road, um, and not just the multi combo DG stuff too. I like the double recessive stuff. It's just that everybody else is really into that. So I do make a concerted effort to try to do shit that not everybody else is doing. Um, at least I don't know if they are or not, but I'm not trying to make another 100 DG pides. They're out there. They're not that I'm not working on. I'm definitely working on it, but I try to find some unique angle, which I did by getting access through Ozzy to get into the Black Dinker project that he started making some weird black pides that had this blackness to them. I think the clutch that he was working with was like Orange Dream, Yellow Belly.
And
Um,
mahogany, right? Or blackhead.
I mean, he doesn't think. I don't know that he thinks it's Blackhead. At the time, Blackhead was out, and this has a different kind of like. There's a group photo of the male that I got in that clutch, and the ODYB pides in there that have the black dinker gene. I mean, they're black. And it's an odd black too. So I got the Super Orange Dream pied from that clutch, which it looks like you took like a thick Sharpie and like streaked down the back of the pied saddles, which is really cool. So I thought that black dinker jean, I don't really know what to call it. Hopefully I can make, something of it at some point. But I paired that Super Orange Dream to a Lemon Blast Inchy Desert Ghost female, and I got a bunch of, wild looking
It was
black.
that clutch, the one that I saw.
No, that is Leopard Spot Nose Pinstripe Orange Dream Desert Ghost to Orange Dream Fire Yellow Belly Desert Ghost. That's the clutch you saw. That's like the more recent clutch I had.
That was fire.
Yeah. Actually, one
Super
just
fire.
this one just shed right now. I really don't know exactly what it is, but I don't know.
Damn,
I
that
don't
looks like
think.
That is sick.
Yeah, but it has a real
that line is thick.
yeah, and the orange is really. I tried to make the light so like folks could see it, but I think probably he is Super Orange Dream, just because how orange his belly is, and if you take that and compare it to like, I'll grab this other one.
Man, I want to make like the Stormtrooper. That's like my goal.
Oh man, that is so sick. That is
You,
that I remember that like when I first saw that photo too. But here's like the difference in the
yeah, super light, one yellow, one orange. That
yeah,
one's like way lighter.
yeah.
So that is a leopard. What?
I'm really not sure, man. I think they are both Leopard Orange Dream Spot Nose Pinstripe. Now the Fire or Yellow Belly, I don't know. It's really hard to tell. Um,
But that
but
orange one, yeah. Which one's your holdback? The orange one?
um, yeah, for sure, it's a female.
Yeah, I would hold
I'm
that
like
too.
the I really don't sell much, man. I keep so much stuff, and I've needed to update my morph market now for, gosh, a whole year probably. But like I said, I like having all my snakes, and um, I don't know, but I'm gonna be listing a bunch here soon. So
I was like, yeah, you grow attached to them. It's hard for you to let go of them, especially when they're like your babies. You know what I mean? It's hard. Trust me,
yeah,
it's
it
hard.
is, it is. This one just shed out like as we were talking. This is another one from that clutch.
Wow.
Bro,
Um,
like those are
so
amazing.
leopard, spot nose, fire, yellow belly, maybe. But then
I
you
s-
got Orange Dream on both sides, so probably Orange Dream too. But I don't really know. Um, but you can compare that to like
that's hard too because I see what you're talking about now.
there's just a leopard spot nose desert ghost, and then you see like how much cleaner and kind of more wild that this one is.
That's wild.
Yeah.
That is
The
wild,
blacks are amazing.
bro. I like the way the black looks. Right? It looks like it was colored in perfectly.
Yeah, I can
Yeah,
see what
yeah.
you're saying. Like
I'll
it
grab
almost
my
does look like a
favorite one
Sharpie.
from that clutch. This is, I think this is everything except pinstripe. So
Yeah, I
probably
don't see a
super
pinstripe.
orange dream, fire, yellow belly, leopard, spot nose. Just so super clean, sick dot on the head.
Damn.
There's DG in that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's DG.
Okay, I was about to say.
I so want that. Look at that, man. I want that. I need that.
Now I did hit one with every gene that I think is, but it's only head. It's not DG. Uh,
Hey, Lucas, working with ball pythons, did you have like somebody to look up to?
oh yeah, man, definitely. and a bunch of help too. So you know, I jumped into this without knowing shit, and uh, there's that hit I'm telling you about,
Damn, man. I love
which
that.
is really really awesome for hit. Like there's no pattern at all except for just like right on the neck. But I think that's everything. So that would be like Super Orange Dream. Oh, you just
Oh,
got a bite.
he's feisty. Oh,
Whoa.
oh. He's cramped. He's
Cool.
cramped. He's cranky.
Yeah.
He was like, put me back. Put me back.
Yeah. But anyways, yeah, man. Right as I was getting going, I guess Justin was the first person that I saw and was like looking at his snakes, and so I wrote him an email about a specific male he had on there, which was leopard, spot nose, pinstripe, orange dream, desert ghost male. I think he was probably $4,250 at the time. This would have been like right prior to like COVID. So like when the ball python, you know, game was people were paying a lot for, at least you know, desert ghost stuff was really hot at the time too.
Yeah.
But you know, I wrote Justin an email, and she said, you know, I'm considering buying this, but it's really expensive, like, you know, typical like tire kicker email. And then he took the time to write this thorough, long, thoughtful email back to me on why um, making that purchase would be good, knowing, um, you know, probably knowing damn well he would sell it in a couple days to someone else. So that, I feel like that really spoke a lot for him, uh, you know, because he didn't have to take the time to do that. He just, you know, so I made the purchase, and at that time I had already been investing in and raising desert ghost females, um, and he was right. That certainly paid off, that purchase of that specific male. But during that time too, I was just beginning, and I had no idea what I was doing, and I got in touch with Everglades Exotics, Bridget Taccolini, and she is like she taught me everything in the course of probably a year or two, with a question every day, because this ball python wasn't eating. I had no idea how to set eggs up, even though you can see it on YouTube. You still have questions that you need to ask. And she was kind enough to be that person for me, along with lots of other people too. Rich Nagel from Rich Nagel Reptiles, and Bob's Balls was really helpful to me. Um,
Buzz is awesome. He's been on the podcast.
Oh yeah, he's great, man. He helped me a lot, and um, I don't know, Ozzy for sure. Although, like, I mean, just through what he puts out, I have never really talked that much with Ozzy aside from purchasing a couple snakes. But um, you know, most people have been super generous and helpful, and you know, I haven't had that many bad experiences with folks at all. And you know, I try to give that back too, and I'm always down to talk snakes with somebody that wants to ask me questions, or you know, I try to always make time for that. So yeah.
And like, what projects are you working with? Like right now, like what are you breeding? What pairs are you
Okay.
breeding together?
So I'm waiting on eggs from double het Xanthic DG to double het. So bit of a long shot there, but you know, I am expecting the eggs. And another one that I think is at least under the radar for me anyway is the leopard spot nose pen ODDG to a pastel inchy bamboo desert ghost.
Ooh,
I think that could be really sick, especially adding
bamboo.
the yeah, the bamboo DG. The ones that I have seen are sick, super contrasty and pale, and I think with leopard, I think that you know, I think it could be really cool. So other than that, one clutch that was kind of like a letdown for me was the acid stuff, and that's kind of when I learned that with acid, and at least Desert Ghost, at least I have a theory that you need pastel to make acid blow up like it does and to look really crazy. And you can see that just by browsing Morph Market and comparing stuff without pastel to the acid or confusion with pastel. So I bred the leopard spot nose pen OD DG to an acid het DG, and I either got really unlucky or like some of the leopard spot nose pen acid DGs didn't do what I thought it was going to do, which I expected it almost to be like a polka dotted snake. Like in my head, when I've seen like the way that leopard and spot nose and acid react in clown, that's kind of what happens. It's like a super shredding effect. And I was hoping for kind of the same thing. So either I didn't hit any, but the one, I did have one that it's questionable whether he is acid or not. I'll pull him up. He's certainly a lot like crazier than any of my other, and I have a lot. If you see his back there,
Yeah, that's tough.
it's tough, man. Like I don't know. At least now I think we have genetic testing, so like I can figure it out. But he's way more PC than like any of my other, and I have a lot of snakes in that vein. So leopard, spot nose, pinstripe, I have a ton of that stuff. He is absolutely now here's the head.
His head was nice from what I could see, barely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look at his head, bro. It's crazy. So are you a recessive guy or a cold dom guy?
Both. This is another one that might have acid. I'm just not sure. It was from the same clutch, so you can tell the DG next to the head. But yeah,
wow.
man. Let's see.
So what is your favorite recessive gene or more?
Desert Ghost for sure.
And your favorite cold dom?
Probably Orange Dream. Orange Dream's pretty sick.
Is Ultramel the same as Orange Dream they were saying?
No. Ultramel is recessive. So Orange Dream is codom.
Just Orange Dream DG by itself are sick.
But yeah, just an Orange Dream Desert Ghost by itself is pretty dope.
I feel like if you added Enchi and maybe some Ultramel, man, that might enhance it.
Yeah. And they were, of course they're more adults now, but as babies, I had a little bit better an idea that they were acid, but so I'll just try again. I just wish I would have kept some males back, specifically from one of my second clutch, which was leopard spot nose pin ODDG to chocolate Enchi pastel. And now check these out.
That male's been putting in work for you.
Man, dude, you should join the V unit because Villarino is really good about Emilio at Villarino Reptiles.
Yeah.
He could probably help you identify those, if those are acid or not.
Yeah, I've talked with like Bob and Justin a little bit, and these are both chocolate. So this one, leopards, chocolate, spot nose, pastel, Enchi, maybe, I don't know. Desert Ghost. This is chocolate leopard. He's got a really like brown, chocolatey type head. I don't know if you guys can see that.
Oh yeah,
super chocolatey. But these are both dope. But anyways, from that clutch, I wish I would have kept the pastel leopard spot nose pinstripe chocolate to put to that acid girl. But I've got other ideas too. So it's
the one in your
I
right
definitely like the
hand.
chocolate stuff. And these are both 50% het hypo. So hopefully I can go for some super chocolate hypo DG stuff.
The one in your right hand, the blacks. Even though it has pastel, like the blacks look amazing.
Yeah, like when she came out, she looked exanthic. and
Bro, those are wild, bro. Those are
they
wild.
really are. So that's what I mean by like DG is still so untapped just by itself. So that's what I plan on working on, anyways.
Yeah, Lucas is gonna need some cream for his hands after holding all this heat.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So, Lucas, do you plan on doing this like long term, or it's just a hobby
Yeah.
for you? Or you like trying to do like breed and sell reptiles long term?
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Only because I like it. Not for any other reason that it's really fun, and I feel like it's a productive hobby. I feel like planning these things out, putting a lot of thought into them, um, and then seeing the results. It's a long game, anyways. So, um, you know, just like any double recessive or my, um, you know Xanthic DG chances on that. I mean that's I bought the pair from Bob's Balls at a show, um, and as babies, and now they're about to lay eggs. So if you're not in it for the long game, you're gonna never get your results. So
What line of Xanthic are you working with?
VPI,
Okay.
that's what they are. Yeah.
I have BPI and TSK.
Okay. Yeah. I know they just did some like recent genetic like they're figuring a lot about that, like which ones are compatible, which ones aren't.
Yeah,
So
I thought TSK is not compatible with BPI, correct?
right, that's right. But there were some others that ended up being compatible. I think it's called GCR or something like that. I don't know. There's a lot. There's a lot
There's a lot
going
more.
on.
I only knew BPI, TSK, and there was another one.
Yeah, there's like four, but some of them ended up being the same, I think. But I'm not sure. I didn't watch the whole video from um the genetic people, the shed test dudes and chicks.
Yeah, I know you're talking about.
Yeah,
RGI.
Yeah,
yeah. And then they also, figured out, the DG stuff with the DGA, DGB,
That
all that
stuff's
stuff.
confusing.
Yeah, man. I just treat it as recessive, and and it's always done right for me. So, uh, you know, I guess I can learn more about that later.
so I got a tough question for you, Lucas.
All
Is
right.
there any more that you wish that didn't exist, like you don't like?
Um, I've been a pastel hater in the past. Um, But that my mind has completely been changed, and I screwed myself because of that. Especially when it comes to Desert Ghost, it's almost necessary. I mean, you saw that chocolate spot nose pastel Desert Ghost that almost looks xanthic because of the pastel and the chocolate working together. Um, as far as like ones I'm not really crazy about, Pinstripe is a hard one for me. I have. Because I got a main male with pinstripe, I definitely I get a little bit sad when an egg is pinstripe. That's only because I've seen enough of it. I don't think there's much more I can really do with it. I'm sure there is, but I'm a little sick of pinstripe, at least in my own collection. Trying to make pairings be you know not have that in there. But then I get like surprises every once in a while. So I did. I made one leopard pinstripe orange dream desert ghost, and he's just so clean. Uh,
I gotta see this, bro. I love Pinstripe. I feel like Pinstripe is underrated, honestly. Uh,
Wow. Yeah. That's
damn,
good.
he's just super super clean. Um, it's hard to get him to. Uh,
because I have a pastel lesser Pinstripe,
okay.
and I'll show you. She's still a little tiny, but
Lucas, do you think the pinstripe is just a little too much of overpowering, like with the pattern? Or
It's
what do you not like about it?
It's not that I don't like it. I love my pinstripe DG stuff. It's just that it takes away some of the stuff. Oh wow. Okay. Lesser. Now lesser is something I don't have that I want.
That she's
And she is what? Pastel, you said
lesser,
pastel?
lesser pinstripe, and then she's het granite.
Okay. Okay.
But
That's
yeah,
sick.
she,
Nice.
a
Yeah, yeah.
pattern.
Yeah, that pastel definitely helps with that pinstripe too. Change the pattern just a bit, you know?
But yeah, she's gonna make me some badass babies. But what I
Yeah.
want to try to do is put her to a pie and get something pied out of her.
Okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. Lesser pieds are cool too. I guess they're like I guess they have like a patterned head and then a white body, which is really cool if I'm thinking right.
I'm just like, you can't go wrong with pies though.
Yeah, pieds are awesome. And I definitely have some pied stuff. Like it's definitely my second favorite as you know, uh, behind Desert Ghost, but I'm a pied sucker, man. I love pied stuff.
Yeah, in the B unit, Amelia always says "Pied is king" because it
Yeah,
really
yeah.
is.
It
Like,
No,
really
so,
is because you can sell that to
so this
anybody.
girl's gonna make me some clowns. She's het clowns. She's het for
Okay.
clown.
Nice. What is she?
She's super fire. Uh, super pastel lesser fire. Sorry,
Super pastel lesser fire.
100%
Okay.
het clown.
Nice.
very nice.
Oh yeah, she's gonna make me some babies.
Yeah,
See,
that's
like
awesome.
the only projects I want to work with, I kept. I got rid of
Right.
everything else.
Yeah.
I had a lot. I had a lot. Everybody's like, "Dude, you have fire back there," and I'm like, "But it's stuff I don't really want to work with." I feel like there's already enough of that out there, and you know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Yeah, yeah. It's hard to be unique, you know. It's hard to like find stuff that you're, really going to be excited for those eggs. So,
But
um,
yeah, she's a good eater. As soon as you put the rat, she's on that thing. So
awesome. That's half the battle, man.
I was gonna put her with my clown Mel, but he's in shed, so
Yeah.
he's just all white right now.
Lucas, you were saying that some of your, or you're having some issues with like feeding, I guess.
Well, just not knowing. That was back like in the beginning, like in my head I envisioned if I had 10 snakes on feeding night that I should come in there and drop 10 rats in and that they should all eat. And if that didn't happen, I found like I would obsess over
And I wish I could show you
why they aren't
my
eating.
pastel calico orange dream, but she's in
Oh,
shed
I
as
fucking
well.
love them. Yeah, I love Calico and OD together for sure. But yeah, I would obsess over, a snake that wouldn't eat, and it seems to be a pattern too. So once you get, one refusal, they're probably going to refuse again the next week unless you change something. Or so then I found that I was changing stuff way too much and not just letting them be, and going and buying mice and soft furs and just to try to, when now these days, if somebody doesn't eat, I don't even think about it. They'll be fine. They'll eat. So unless something is horribly wrong, which I've not had anything be horribly wrong so far. So, but yeah, getting going out, you want to get your snakes up to size, and you want them to make eggs. So, yeah, I would certainly obsess about that, and just like change if they didn't eat one time, I would change the tub, scrub the tub, change the substrate, go get distilled water instead of tap water. I mean, like, I could go on and on and on, about that, but I was just impatient, I guess, and you know, they just don't eat every week. That's just how it is. Most of them do, but um, I've had them go off food for like 8 months, a year, want like a snake here and there, and it's nothing to them,
Hmm.
and you know so
What are you feeding
anyway,
everybody now? Rats?
African soft furs.
Oh, nice, nice.
Yeah, yeah, and I could at least sense their preference, at least ball pythons, and um, they definitely like the African soft furs. And I also have found that any female that lays eggs, as soon as I wash her and put her back in the tub, if I wait a couple hours and put an African soft fur in there, I've never had one not eat it immediately. It doesn't work that way with rats, anyways. In my experience, I know everybody's different and everybody has a different experience, but um, you know, just switching to African soft furs increased my feed rate, at least like to 90% of them eat on feeding day. So.
Nice.
Yeah.
So
You,
you feed frozen or he feeds live?
No, I started frozen rats. I started with frozen rats, and uh, then I was not having success, and it was like like I would use a heating lamp and the hot water, whatever. But just no matter what I did, I was not able to dance it right or to make them eat. So I wrote Justin a text message, and he said, "I really think that feeding live will improve your feeding." So I switched to live rats. And then over time, just the experience and having African soft furs when I didn't have rats, I just feel like I sense a preference, and they're just much more prolific if I feed African soft furs, and they bounce back from having eggs immediately. They take the African soft fur and they're back on food. So, um, yeah,
you breeding them or are you buying
yes.
them? Oh, okay,
No,
really?
I'm breeding them. Yeah, yeah. So I've got like two homemade racks in the garage that I just built a shed for, and I'm going to move them out to the shed. And I still have two out of 10 tubs that are rats because some of them are hairless, and I just think they're cool. And you know, so other than that, I'm all African soft furs.
Nice.
Yeah.
And so how do you feed them? Do you like watch them eat it and then you put your tongs in their mouths or what? So
No,
they
no,
don't bite the snake.
no, I've never had any. I mean, like, you might have a scrape here and there, like, which ball pythons heal instantly. They're super tough, but I've never had any like blood gushing bites or even scrapes. Even like I can remember like you look in the next day and you see like a that the rat bit them, but that's happened maybe once or twice with 50 snakes and since 2019. So um, I get my tub of rats or my African soft-furred rats, and I go through and I drop one in each tub, and then I stay in the snake room and I use my cell phone light and I check in like 20 minutes and I look through the crack in the tub to see if they've eaten it. Most of the time they have. If not, I take it out and take it back. Um, or move it to another snake, whatever. But I don't. I haven't had any issues where a snake has been injured due to a. Now, if you, I feel like if you were to leave a rat in there like overnight, you could be asking for some issues for sure with a ball python because
Definitely.
if it looks at them the wrong way, they're not going to eat, and that's the same way with African soft furs too. I just feel like the scent and overall, um, you know, way that an African soft fur is, there is a major preference from ball pythons to eat them over rats. And I feel like also any ball python that is not eating mice are like cotton candy to them. And that was something I was told early on by Bridget from Everglades Exotics and a couple other people too. Thing is, you just don't want them stuck on mice, or you'll never get them to breeding size. So, that's why the African soft fur, I think, is that perfect medium where they're a little bit mousy and maybe share some of the you know similar genome and than rats. And also, I don't prefer breeding rats. I feel like they're smart and almost dog-like and trainable and sweet. And I feel bad for the rats, man. So the African soft furs are they're a little bit more mousy. Like they don't like, I don't know. They're not like the rats. As far as like you can become friends with a rat. You can't really become friends with an African soft fur unless you work with it a lot or something. But it's all about what's good for the ball pythons. I do what's good for them, and they definitely like the African soft furs a
I'm like,
lot.
which is crazy because I've seen people like stick their hands in African sulfurs and just
Yeah, and I can do that too. Like, it's just a rat. Like I've had some rats that would crawl right, like that I would hold as a baby, and then over time they would sit on my shoulder and be in the studio with me, or like, chilling with me, and they become almost like a pet to me, and so. Not that that would stop me from feeding rats if I needed to feed rats. I'm just, I feel less bad for the African soft furs. Yeah.
and for those of you watching, if y'all didn't know, Lucas is actually in the band too. I work out to his music. Go check
Yeah.
it out, Spotify.
Yeah. It's under Lucas Patterson. I just started doing like solo stuff where I, play everything and try to write good songs. And it's definitely in the rock genre, or I don't know.
I feel like it's kind of under from ashes to new,
Yeah. 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 For
like
sure.
a punk rockish vibe.
Yeah. Similar to that for sure. Absolutely. But yeah, I just do it for fun, man. I have a lot of hobbies, I guess. And, but I own a restaurant, so at least for the past 10 years, I have worked 60 hours a week, which doesn't leave like any time for the hobbies that I do like. But ever since my kids got out of school this summer, I closed the restaurant down to do renovations and stuff, and just to take some time off, man. It's been a long 10 years. Um, I was feeling really overworked, and um, I decided to, just take some time off. I'll get back to it when I can, but I'm enjoying like my snakes and my music and um, you know all that stuff. So, but I'm used to working a lot, man, and so yeah,
Bro, I feel that though. Like sometimes you don't even get like air to breathe. Like you just want to take a second just for yourself.
yeah. That's how I started to feel, man. Like after so long, and like I knew that I wasn't going to get any relief either. Like I have some great employees, and uh, but just like the gargantuan task of running a restaurant and post 2020, post COVID is was tough, man. It's really hard, and I have a popular restaurant in town. Like it's a nice place, like fish tacos, shrimp tacos, crab cakes, prime rib, like dope stuff, all fresh.
So it's like
People
a
love.
5-star restaurant, huh?
Well, it's not, man. Like I wanted it to be casual, so that's how I started it. But I wanted to have really dope food, well presented, and I have. It's just that um, I just needed a break, man. I needed to take a little break from work, man. I'm not immune to just feeling really overworked, and that's how I feel. And I'm not seeing my kids ever, and my wife, and my dogs, and my you know that but the getting to walk in my snake room, like after those long shifts, just I feel completely at peace in my snake room. And that's what the animals bring to me, so that's why I do it. uh, it's like a soothing thing for me to work with these things.
Stress relievers, yeah,
Yeah, yeah, it's
feel that.
therapeutic. Yeah.
So I got a question for you, Lucas.
All right, let's go.
Since it's about to get needy and greedy. No, I'm joking. Uh, um, the question is, if you could go back in time, knowing what you know now, what would you do differently?
um I wouldn't do anything different, man. You're talking about just with snakes?
Yes.
Yeah, I think it was hard, but I fought those urges to be at a reptile show and buy some random ass mail because it was really cool. I didn't do any of that, man. I knew exactly what I was looking for. I took months and months in between each purchase to know which direction I'm going with something. And I was extremely calculated in that. Um, I just wanted to know that I could maintain the hobby that I'm doing, and and I wanted to make shit that I would be excited for. I wanted to make eggs that I would be really excited to see. So like my first clutch was that one male that I keep talking about. He's over there, Teddy. Leopard spot nose pinstripe orange dream to a super pastel DG. And that clutch was awesome. I mean, it was, not one snake looked the same. Um, Ultra bright, just all the right ingredients there to have some really dope stuff. And then the second clutch was that same male to the chocolate spot nose uh inchy pastel DG, and those, every single one of them, look different and cool. And then I wish I wouldn't have. So that's my biggest regret, is selling the male that came from that got everything. So
Yeah,
chocolate spot nose, pinstripe, inchy, orange dream, chocolate, spot nose. That male was awesome. But I was not digging pastel at the time, so I didn't think I would be putting him to anything. But yeah, so that's my biggest regret, man. I would not sell that male.
Who'd you pick up? You said his name was Teddy.
Yeah.
Who'd you pick him up from?
Yeah. Justin.
Oh, okay, was
Justin.
that the mail you ended up purchasing?
Yeah. That's the Leo pin spot ODDG.
Okay.
I
He's
gotta
a
see
big
this.
boy, and he's pink. He's in shed,
Oh
but
man, but he's still gorgeous.
Still heat.
yeah, he's still awesome. But as a baby, man, he was really orange and pink, and just had just these undertones that were
He
amazing.
looks all mad.
Yeah, but you can see how in shed he is. He's like completely, well, that light is kind of washing it out, but he's super in shed.
Man, he's gorgeous though.
Yeah, he's a big boy too. He eats and breathes whenever you ask him to. Um,
Man, to own a snake from Justin or Ozzy, man, I feel like that's a lifelong dream of mine.
yeah. They put out like, I think they are so far ahead of like than you
Everything,
think
yeah.
they are. I mean, like I saw Ozzy's picture today. It was like a pied I definitely have never seen. So like super orange dream, inchy leopard vanilla cream pied. It's dope. Like you think that the adding vanilla cream to that mix of super OD, inchy, Leo, fire, yellow belly, whatever he normally puts in them, all that stuff, and adding the vanilla cream just made like the biggest difference. So yeah, they've got vision though. They planning this stuff out and taking a really long time considering these breedings, and I think that's what's important too. Um, if you're gonna be excited about your eggs and
For
have
sure.
cool shit. Yeah.
I
So
think vanilla cream super slept on.
Yeah.
Fire and vanilla.
Yep. Yep. Um, it's really crazy, the difference that it made. I thought it was like a candy or something. I thought it was like a lavender combo, but it wasn't. It's just really crazy. It's just really orange and creamy and light. And the saddles are pretty unique too. I just saw that today, I think.
I
I have
have.
a pastel vanilla from 2016, 2018, and she's probably one of the best two gene combos I've seen.
Let me
Oh
see.
yeah.
Pull her out.
Give me a second.
Let's see, Eric. Show it. So knowing what you know now, like what advice would you give someone starting out or trying to come into the hobby working with ball pythons? Like what would you
Know what
suggest?
I would say, you got to know exactly what you like, and have some sort of vision on how you see that going for yourself. Um, you know. Oh wow. Oh
Can y'all
yeah.
see?
Look how that cleans that up. Yeah.
It's
Dude,
pastel vanilla.
That's gorgeous, bro.
That's it.
See,
Man.
I was like Lucas. I didn't really like pastel at first, but then
Wow.
the way I see how pastel like darkens everything,
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, yeah, especially depending on what you're going into, and you know, and that's what I would tell new people too. You've really got to know what direction you're going, um, and if it's recessive or, because there's no way you can work everything. You can't just buy a lavender because you see a lavender and then a desert ghost male and a clown. I mean, none of your shit's going to go together. It's not going to work. So you just got to be calculated and know what you're going for. Find out your favorite snakes. Take the time to really look and study what makes you wows you, and then that's the direction you need to go. But you can only choose a couple. You can't choose everything. So make sure that what you do choose is going to give you results that will allow you to sustain your hobby, and you know, uh, and keep you excited.
You got to keep the course. Stay committed.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Which you got to come in the snake room every day and fill up waters and clean, and so it kind of keeps you in the same routine, I guess. And if you're getting sick of it, uh, you're uh, probably not in the right hobby.
So how was the market for you? Like selling all your babies? How did that go for you?
It was awesome. I sold all that first clutch. I sold all but one, and she's probably ready to lay eggs now since that was just a couple years ago. But she is. This is just well, it could be OD, but I don't think so. But I think this is just pastel spot nose.
Dude, I have spot nose in my collection. I have a
Wow.
Yeah. So she'll be like the first eggs that I get that where she came from here.
Yeah, I
But
want to put my spot nose head clown to that super pastel lesser
oh
fire.
yeah,
What do you think?
oh yeah, pastel and spot nose in clown are awesome. Uh, it's the same effect I think that I'm looking for with acid, but I think pastel can really if you see like pastel clown, like pastel highway clown or pastel freeway clown, or they have all those dots on their head, which is really dope. I like that a lot, and I think pastel is required to get that explosion like that of of really whacked out pattern, which is I'm just looking for those dramatic things like that. So and it pastel is super underrated in clown, super. Um, but I think that's changing. I think that with lace and a lot of these other newer genes, that pastel is going to be required to get that pop and spread, not only in the color but the pattern too.
I agree. I agree.
Yeah,
Do you have any lace, Lucas?
I don't have any lace. I probably will get some, but like I said, man, you can't choose everything, so you gotta, you know. I feel like what like there's things that I want, and things that I like, but I probably won't get only because it doesn't fit into what I do. So I'm looking to get the Mandarin stuff into DG,
Mm.
Super Mandarin, DG
Hell
Leo
yeah.
type stuff. And I know that there's a couple dudes already working on that, and that also monsoon too. Monsoon's is a crazy one. I think it could be really dope. MDG. I'm sure Justin will be if he hasn't already, and he's just not showing it. Monsoon DG Exanthic or something like that. That would be completely black and white, polka dotted snake, which would be really, really
That'd be
cool.
crazy.
Yeah, that'd be crazy. But and I think he's like way closer than anybody thinks on that.
Man, the way he like describing this thing, I'm like trying to picture it now. I'm like, damn, I want to see it.
Yeah. Monsoon, Xanthic DG, that'd be crazy. So we'll see. But
What about
uh,
Sunset and Monarch?
Sunset is awesome. Monarch is awesome. Sunset, another guy that the only like local guy that I have to me, Brent Thomas. Um, Ballmart. He is he's got a lot of Sunset stuff. He's somebody that helped me early on too, but he's a super genuine guy. And I know Justin bought some snakes off him too, so he's been in the game a long time. But he's got some awesome Sunset stuff. I don't have any Sunset, but I'm sure I will at some point. And now that I've seen Sunset DG,
What's up, Tim?
Tim.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I think Sunset. There's a lot of stuff. Like you were saying with the DG combos, like Sunset, just yet to be seen. You know, if there's like going to be some wow combos. You know,
Yeah,
still a lot of
yeah,
work to be done.
yeah, and that's what it takes. It's like it's always something that you wouldn't think of that sets that off to where it's like the next benchmark. Um, you know, um, and I've seen a couple of those Sunset DGs from Evolving Pythons and Canova, but I think we're still waiting to see what really makes it like red or whatever crazy purple or something. Like there's something that will, there's the possibility is there for something epic. We just haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm just like, so you only want to do, let's say you just work with, you said DG, Leopard, and all those G's, right? So that's
Whole
what
bunch
you
of
work
code.
with. No,
Yeah.
I'm just trying to say something here. So like he wants to be known for that, right? So like why don't the people in the community do that? Like focus on what they're working with, and then hey, so and so works with this. Why
Yeah.
don't you hit him up? Or so everybody is
Yeah. I
getting
mean, I think that's the way things should be. And,
getting known. You know what I mean?
yeah. And I know there for like a while at least, um, when when I would type in like into Google or whatever, when I was trying to figure out what things would look like, leopard spot nose chocolate. There's it wasn't hard for me to find an avenue that there weren't many people in. No, I'm not saying I'm the only person doing this. But maybe there is, but certainly on Morph Market, in that vein. So leopard, spot nose, orange dream, desert ghost, and adding chocolate and acid and things like that. I'm sure that there's people out there making pairings similar to that. It just happens to be my whole focus. So maybe I'll be the first person people come to when they're looking for something like that, when they think that that's what they need to set their project off or go down their avenue. But these choices of that people have to make, they have to be uh, aimed and thought out. You're not just throwing stuff together because there's 5 genes in this one and 3 genes in this one, and you're just hoping for some cool shit. It really doesn't work that way, and that never works out in your favor. So, um, you know, that's what I would say. People should think these things out and think what is going to enhance their projects. And I'm kind of at that point now where I've, a lot of those clutches that I made, like nobody, I don't, those nobody had done those yet, especially with the Leo spot pin OD to the chocolate um, inchy pin or pastel, sorry, DG, and now I'm getting to where like, do I want to do that pairing again, or do I want to like find some new path forward? Because I pretty much know what those eggs look like, even though they blew me away. I don't know if I will repeat those clutches or if I will, find some new, uh, direction to go in.
Yeah, you should check out Eric too. Eric More Factory has some good stuff.
Eric's More Factory. Okay, I
Yeah,
definitely will.
Yeah, you
check
blew
his.
me away with that pastel chocolate DG right there that you pulled out.
Yeah,
Like I have not seen a combo like that accentuated the black and still had the
yeah. No,
pastel head.
definitely look on Instagram and scroll down a little bit to when I first had that clutch. She will blow you away. Like the lighting is in here is not really good
Bro,
for understanding what it looks like. It looks xanthic. It looks black and white, like even from a baby. Um, until now, and you can also see the chocolatey of the Leo chocolate Inchi or OD. I'm not sure what he is, but uh,
hey, Lucas,
yeah,
show it one more time so Eric can see it. Look, check
yeah.
this out, Eric.
I'll show them both.
Yeah, show them both. Hey, Eric, I just paired an Exantic pipe. What is it? Yeah, Exantic pipe, and then my female, uh, what is that? Pinstripe, Mojave, Pastel, Mystic.
Nice.
Oh,
Yeah, there you go.
That thing is sick.
yeah, and they just locked, so we'll see what happens.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, yeah.
Are those
Super black, super chocolatey.
the leopard ones that you showed us in the beginning?
What's that?
Those are the leopard ones, right? You showed us in the very beginning.
Yeah. This is the this one is chocolate leopard, maybe Inchi, maybe OD, with the brown head. And then this one is the one like the Allelit combo of chocolate spot nose, chocolate. Let's see, chocolate spot nose, pastel. I'm not sure really what else, if there's anything else in there because it was such a stacked pairing. But yeah, this is the one you need to go on Instagram and like check out as she was younger. Both of these, I have videos of them both together when they were much younger and much and a little more colorful.
I'll show Eric that bright orange one, the one that looked like the Sharpie was like colored in it.
Okay.
That one,
I'm definitely gonna check your Instagram pictures out again, Lucas.
bro. I'm telling you, you're like, yeah, you need to because his snakes are phenomenal too. And what he's working, Pete. Yeah, definitely check it out. Tell me,
Ooh,
bro. Every time I see them, I want it.
So
man,
that's the male there. Uh,
Damn, look at that pattern, dude. The head, nice.
sorry, I'm trying to get it right in the camera there. And then that's the sister that's got the wicked. Uh,
yeah, both of them are fire.
yeah.
He said Eric said he's gonna check out your page. What's up, Shauna? Good evening, everyone. We're just looking at some gorgeous ball pythons.
Yep.
Lucas produced. Lucas produced that. Oh, Lucas, go ahead and plug yourself so people know where to find you, where you're at, if you want to reach out to you and talk to you.
Yeah. Definitely reach out to me. I'm under everything is Limbless Exotics or Lucas Patterson. Everywhere you can be found, I think. Um,
Spotify.
yeah, Spotify under Lucas Patterson with a K. Um, definitely check me out. And anybody that wants to talk snakes anytime, I'm always down to talk snakes or
Uh,
music.
Eric said you got him excited for a couple of clutches I have cooking now.
Yeah, nice.
What's up, Rudy? Hello, everyone.
Lucas is I know obviously you're big into DG. Is there any other recessives that you have?
Yeah, I'm definitely into Pied too, and I'm
Okay.
working. I'm working the
Wait.
Pied DG stuff too.
You got pied right now?
Yeah, I got Pied. Yeah, here's this. No, so the
I was like, wait.
It's probably DG pie too.
For real, right?
This is the Dinker
Oh
Pie,
my
the
god.
sharp with the Sharpie, the black
Oh
streak.
yeah.
So this is a
Damn.
super OD pie that I just had the clutch from, well, about a year ago, where I'm trying to get these black streaks into the DG pied stuff. So this is a super OD pied I got from Ozzy, with the
Awesome.
Sharpie streaks. Now, if you typically like a super OD pie does not look like that. It's much more saddly, and this is a full-grown snake too, and he's kept all of his orange, but he was so deep orange as a baby. But even as an adult, he looks really good. Um,
Yes.
and then I bred him to this girl, which is originally from Bob's Balls. This is a Lemon Blast DG.
Beautiful.
Inchy Lemon Blast.
It's beautiful,
Super
bro.
pale. Um, Such a cool animal.
Damn, that's gorgeous.
Um, and then the babies definitely have, like, some of the babies have that really washed out, like, that's one of the babies there.
Oh my god.
So I'm trying to get this male to breed right now to my DG Pied, like, project girls. So I have like a super leopard DG het pied. Then I have a leopard yellow belly het DG het pied. So as soon as I can get this guy going, he's so close.
So you have a couple or an animal, at least one animal from Ozzy. Is that like the high intensity orange dreams? That's what he
No, I
calls.
don't have any high intensity orange dream. I just happen to choose to get into that Dinker project, that where he was starting to hatch um, pods that he normally does, which is typically Super OD, OD, YB, Fire, Leo pods. Except these were coming out black. So, like, he's a Super OD pod with that Dinker gene, but the OD, like just normal OD YB pied with that black Dinker gene, is so sick. They're like black. Um, it's almost hard to describe, but like really heavy black streaks, and dark all around in the face and in the pattern, but not like brown. It's definitely a black, which I think will be dope in DG Pied if I can make it happen, if I can get lucky. And I've had him in there
And the
seeing
odd
if we
dogs are
can
with you.
lock up. You know, yeah. So, yeah, we'll see. We'll see what we get.
So what's the most exciting part of your journey dealing with the ball pythons?
Definitely the eggs. Nobody ever talked, like, I was excited when I got my first clutch, but nobody. I feel like nobody. Either I'm like super excitable about it, or like people just never described to me how dope it is. Like,
Hmm.
it's so awesome. Like, just getting the eggs, just getting the eggs from the snake, and then setting up your box and all that. And then you have all these events that come after that, which is each day is like Christmas. So the day that you're going to see a pip or you're going to cut them, that's the first one. And then you get to wait for them to come out of the egg, which is a few days later. And then you get to wait for them to shed. And each one of those events is fucking awesome. Like, at least I'm really into it anyway. So, you know, um, each part of it is awesome to me, but maybe I'm just like super excitable about it, or like it really is that dope. I think it's just that dope.
It is. You're right.
Especially when you're you've planned your clutches out, so and you're expecting some shit to come back that is awesome. So
George Marshall said Lucas is such a great guy and a hell of a musician.
thanks, homie.
Yeah, I got to check out your Spotify. Definitely tonight.
Bro,
Awesome,
check out
man.
his music. So one more I got like three more questions. I don't know how many Eric has, but I got three more questions.
Okay.
So my question is what is your stand on US Arc?
Yeah, you got to do that, man. You got to pay your dues, and you got to do anything they ask you to do. If not, like especially in states like Virginia, like mine, like they could take that shit away so fast. In your ability to get snakes from one place to another and freely, have a place in the market. So if you're not paying those dues and keeping up with what you're supposed to do, you definitely should. And I'm not as good as as I preach. I don't read every article that comes out and all that, but I at least pay my dues and sport my shirt, do the little bit that I can do. So, um, yeah.
So yeah,
Nice.
you got a question?
Yeah, my question is the same question I always ask.
I'll
What is
send
the
it to
issue?
you, Eric. Sorry, I'm sorry.
No, you're
Hold
good,
on, Eric.
bro.
Limbless Exotics, Eric. Limbless. Limbless Exotics on Instagram.
Yeah, your logo is parrot lips, right?
Yeah.
With
Yeah.
the tongue coming out.
Yeah.
Which I
Yeah.
like, by the way.
Yeah, it's
I
super
like
cool.
that.
Man, I paid like 10 different people to make like the logo that I had in my head. And finally, like, one person got it for me. But I like that like 80s theme, like, neon looking stuff like, and that's what I was looking for. But people just, it's hard to relay your vision, I guess, to folks.
So that's why you like the flyer, because I went with that '80s rock theme.
Yeah. Yeah.
That makes sense now. That makes sense.
Yeah.
But go ahead, Eric. I'm sorry. Go
So,
ahead with your question.
so what's a problem or an issue that you did not foresee, like an unexpected issue? And it could be from reptiles to the AFSFs, anything.
Um, so I feel like to tackle the hobby, um, if for folks that are thinking of going down this rabbit hole, you're underestimating the cost of rats, African soft furs when your snakes don't eat the rats, and
So, yeah.
the countless tubs and countless I'm lucky, I guess, because I own a restaurant, so I bring a lot of food home, heads of lettuce that I take the back end off of, and cheese and carrots and cucumbers and things like that. So um, you know, rat food and all the different accessories to thermostats. And especially if you're not handy and you're not like, I like building stuff. I like building racks. I like building incubators. I like, I like all that stuff. So I'm down with it. But I know everybody's not. And then to have to purchase all that stuff, it's a huge investment, and not including like unforeseen stuff too. Like if you do a show and you need to come home and like make sure you didn't bring any mites home with you, so you have to like go get permethrin and the whole 9 yards. Um, so it would be cost. I think it's it's not something where you just you're just going to be rolling in money hand over fist. It doesn't work that way. There's things that come up, and to do it right and to care for your animals properly, it's an investment, and so many unforeseeable um, you know things. Like I just had to build. I have the rats in my garage, which is it's not ideal because at least in my house anyway. Like I was getting to where like I might get a hint of a smell of it in my house, and I'm not having that. So here we are. We've built a closed in the carport of my house to have this whole space dedicated, which had to buy windows, doors, plywood, and
Building materials add up quick.
yeah, not in the tools and the screws to build your racks, and the heat tape from Reptile Basics, and the tips that you have to get from Reptile Basics to water your racks, and the,
Damn.
the right bucket. And I mean, you could go on forever. And cocoa.
Insulation.
Yeah, it's a major undertaking, man. It is not, you know, it's not an easy thing, but it can be done correctly if you have the patience and the time and the willingness to go a little deeper than you think you're going to go just by investing in a cool snake. So yeah, cost.
That's a great answer. Because the cost of the snake is one thing, and then the cost of doing everything else is almost going to add up to the same as the snakes.
Yeah, like nobody think like if I were to sit here and make a list of the boxes, the foam, the heat packs, the shipping, the thermometer, and the
Shipping.
the spray the spray containers, I mean hides if you have like some snakes that aren't eating and you want to try to put a hide box in there, you know the fans, the humidifiers, it's a lot. It's a lot. So uh, you know,
I
yeah.
agree 100%.
And
Yeah.
shipping, you're right about shipping though. Shipping's like an arm and a leg now. It's like $100 and something.
Yeah, at least
See, I'm trying to do
100.
something where we can cut shipping and just have a pay us just to bring it, you know.
Yeah, dude, I'm down with that for sure.
So instead of shipping, you would just like, hey, I paid this. We would charge you a quote, like I don't know, let's say 250 just to pick up the snake, drop it off. But at
Right.
least you know the snake got there safely. But it's not shipping.
Yeah, dude, and shipping is not my favorite thing. Like I love getting snakes in the mail and and all that, but it's nerve-wracking to send a, three or four thousand, $5,000 snake in a box, expecting somebody that maybe you just met the when they inquired on the Morph Market, and they say, "Well, I can't get it shipped to my hub. It's got to come to my house. I don't have a hub near me, or whatever." So you're taking these big risks that you just hope work out, um, and so you got to do your due diligence on that stuff too. But it's never easy to, I got a snake one time um, from Justin, so this is the orange dream leopard pied het clown, and she didn't come. So I was expecting her in the morning, and it was like 3 or 4 days later that she finally made it. So it doesn't always work out, and
See,
luckily,
that's scary, man.
Super
yeah, yeah,
scary.
and that's
Bro, I
from
bet you were
Justin.
panicking. You're like, where's the snake, bro?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But luckily, it was Justin. So had something happened,
Yeah.
it probably would have been all right. Anyways, but yeah, yeah,
See, but that's why I got me and well, Eric's part of my team, but Eric just wants to do the podcast.
yeah,
uh, me and this other guy, my other co-host, we're trying to work on something where we could just start here in Texas first and see how that goes.
yeah.
Like pick up snakes and deliver it, and then maybe branch out. Like
Yeah,
start.
like I've always kind of thought of that too. Like if you had some sort of loop that went around and like you had somebody in each state or somebody in each that was able to provide some sort of network path, maybe folks would have to drive 2 or 3 hours to meet the snake delivery van or whatever. But I feel like there's probably a way to do it where it's under the care of reptile keepers. And surely it wouldn't be as handy, I guess, as sending it FedEx or whatever. But you're not surrendering your animals to, um, you know, uh, the FedEx gods to see whatever how that works out. So I'm sure there's a way for that to be done where probably be a logistical nightmare and people would have to wait a little bit longer, but you have to wait anyway when it's too hot or too cold. Surely there's a way to work that out for you, man.
Yeah, and honestly, you would just um, honestly, you guys would know like the snake is being taken care of, not being tossed
Right.
around in a
On the
FedEx
back of the
Exactly.
truck or
truck.
a UPS truck.
Yep.
So
Yep.
we're trying to work on that, man. It's just we're actually talking to a bunch of trucking companies to see what they use, how to track their mileage and stuff. So it's a process. It's a
Yeah,
process.
it definitely is. A lot of factors there, oil and labor and all that stuff. But surely it's doable.
Oh, definitely, definitely. I'm just trying to get a company truck too. Just start it first here in Texas and see how that goes. But
Yeah.
he says that we're actually looking into it, and then when the website comes up, it's going to be on the website that we offer that. So
Hell yeah.
I'm taking it we're almost there because I know he does all the talking. So I'm letting him do that because I do everything else.
Nice.
I
Nice.
do the
Yeah.
podcast, I do the merch, I do everything. Um, I even offered Eric, like, whatever he does or any ideas that I would pay him for. But
Right.
he don't want me to pay him. He won't let me pay him. But
Yeah.
I don't want a dime.
he just
Awesome.
wants to be here and enjoy the people, which
Yeah, man.
I love the people. That's the whole reason I want to start doing this so I can
Yeah,
travel and meet
that's why.
everybody.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. Go
that's the
ahead, Chris.
best part. That's definitely the best part, for sure.
It
See,
really is
like,
just to talk to cool people such as yourself, Lucas. Like
Yeah.
that's really why I like doing this.
Yeah, man. I don't get to do this anywhere else in my life, like sit down and just have a conversation with people. It's only in this setting that you're able to kind of do that.
hold on,
So,
brother.
yeah. But yeah,
All
man.
right,
So
I agree 100%. Like the amount of different people, even though we're all in the same like hobby industry, like the amount of different people that work with different things in different sectors, like you're learning something every time you're watching this.
oh, I bet, man. Yeah, especially as you're talking to those folks and all the different species, and um, but yeah, it is about the people. That's for sure.
What's even crazier is when I see some of these people actually like at shows, and I'm like, hey, I know you.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, he was saying that about you too, Eric Morse Factory or Eric.
Yeah, I'm the second coolest Eric.
He was saying that when he went to that reptile expo, you saw him there too or no?
Yeah, that was in Lakeland. It was like a few weeks ago. Yeah,
Like,
Eric's super dope.
I don't know.
I bet Florida and Texas are both really nice for that. There's probably reptile shows like every other weekend that you could within driving distance.
I
No.
wish not. Actually, we got one this coming weekend. It's an hour away.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's only an
Yeah.
hour away. I think it's like 45 minutes, but it's in McLean, but it's a little one, and they actually sell hots, venomous. It's a
Nice.
so
Oh man.
it's a expo full of venomous, bro.
Oh
Right on
my
the
god,
table.
that would be so sick. That
All you
would
need
be
to do is
such
have a little red lid.
Hold on.
That's it.
red tape. Yep.
The red tape, yeah. I saw some white cobras and I was like,
Oh my god,
as
I've
a
never
flirty, I'm
seen
like,
one of
wait a
those.
minute.
Yeah, dude, I want to see some in person. I don't think I ever have. I want to see some venomous stuff for sure.
Sorry,
Yeah,
my family's
I went
bringing
to
in
a show
sushi.
in Austin and it was
Austin.
cool. Yeah, in Austin there was like venomous snakes all over the table. Stuff I'd never
Wow.
seen in person before.
Oh man. Yeah,
In the
I'm
deli
gonna get
cups.
into some of that one day.
I'm going to get in venomous.
Hell yeah, man. That's
I
awesome. That's
I
that's what I want
promise.
to start. Yeah, I'll do those like the Insularis and the pit vipers, the variable pit vipers. They look like dragons, man. They're like purple and yellow and red. Dude, that
Blue.
is awesome. That is
I
Hmm.
love
awesome.
the colors, the black, the red, the fire
Yeah.
looking. Yeah, they're
Oh yeah,
gorgeous.
they're so awesome. Their eyes and their spikes on their face. I mean, it looks like prehistoric um, Game of Thrones type shit. It's awesome.
You see this hand? This arm has a snake hair.
Oh,
Tomorrow I'm getting
nice.
tomorrow I'm getting my hand tattooed.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Right.
but I'm putting my like my when my dad was born and when he passed away
Oh, that's nice.
That's dope.
because honestly my dad was like, if you start this you better stick through it, and I've been sticking through it and with it ever since he passed away. So
Oh man, good for you.
my dad was
Good
the
for
only
you.
one that like lifted me up and pushed me and believed in me to do this,
Yeah,
along with
that's
some other
awesome.
people. But like my dad was my main supporter.
Yeah,
That's dope.
that's that's something a lot of people don't have, man. So um, it's wonderful you had that relationship. My dad's awesome too. He doesn't really understand the snake stuff, but he's definitely my main supporter too.
My mom, she just
Makes three
likes.
of us.
Yeah,
Yeah,
my mom just like, oh, it's pretty. Okay, now go put it away. That's
yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah, Yeah. My mom hates snakes, man, but now she holds them and stuff, which is pretty cool. So she's
Oh,
always
like
afraid
what
of
was it?
snakes.
What was it, Eric? Like 2 days ago, right? Or that live? Remember the snakes got out? I had three snakes get out. I don't know how, but yeah, he pushed that tub open. I don't know how he did that, but he did it.
Man.
And he was all the way over here by the garage door on the bottom, and then the other
Yeah.
one's on the back of the AC unit,
Yeah.
and the other one was just behind the tub, like in another snake tub, but in the like behind on the heating pad. So I was like, what the
Nice.
hell? So I was like,
I had one just get out. Like my mom brought me a garter snake, like an adult garter snake that had been like caught in one of those like it's like a drywall patch kit or something, but it's like sticky metal. And I peeled it off of that thing, and then I kept it here for months. And I never was able to get it to eat, but I was able to get it to shed and to drink. It took like, I don't know, 3 months or something like that. But it also got out like last week or so. It was able to, I was using like a glass terrarium or something for it because I didn't know if it would crawl out of the rack or whatever, or I don't know. But anyways, it got out. I still haven't found it, but I did nurse it back to health. So hopefully it found its way outside.
eh.
That's cool.
Y'all need
Yeah.
to check out the garter guy on Instagram. That guy has some badass garter snake. He has
Oh
like
man, I've been
pillows.
seeing some crazy garter snakes. Like they come in like some neon color, like some crazy ass colors.
Yeah, I was like, this
No,
thing is sick. I need one of them.
the only thing
But
is, it's like I don't know if they all do this, but like they have that musk that they musk out, which
yeah,
is
they all
not
do.
fun.
Yep, that's why they wear gloves a lot, taking those pictures.
Yeah.
I but they say that about like milk snakes too, and I've never had my milk snake musk on me.
Really?
The garters really do musk.
Yeah, even
I
just the
don't know
little ones.
why.
Yeah, that
So
little one. Like I took the time to peel it off that thing, and like it was really powerful. Um, but yeah.
I'm like, I don't know. Never had it. I never had this. Well, I can't even smell 'em now. Ever since I had got COVID like 3 times, I really can't smell right anyway.
Oh
Unless it
yeah,
hits
I had it
me
twice.
unless it hits me like in a big oof to the face,
Yeah,
and I'm
yeah,
like, oh shit, that shit stinks. You know what I mean? But other than
right.
that, I can't smell shit. So
Damn.
I guess it's a
Yeah,
win and a curse.
yeah, yeah.
So for real, so like when the reptile room, I guess like when they regurgitate it, and I couldn't like I walk in, I couldn't smell it. Like I didn't smell it at all. And they would walk into the room. My nephews would be like, "Yo, something stinks in there." And I'd be like, "What does it smell like?" They're all like, "Something died." So like, I feel like, oh shit. So I gotta look. I gotta look through the tubs, pulling them out, and there it
Yeah.
is. It's a big rat regurgitated because I don't know,
Oh man.
and it's like all blown up. So I'm like, oh, this is disgusting.
Oh my gosh. I haven't. I don't think I've ever had one regurg on me.
I hate when they regurgitate though. I don't understand why though.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like they'll regurgitate and just look at it like it's right in front of them, just lay right in front of it, like, oh, it's not dead.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like that thing stings. Come on, bro, move. But so what'd you think of the podcast, Lucas?
Oh man, it's super fun. Like that's what I was just telling him. You don't get to like sit down in this setting in real life. Just sit down with people you want to and say you're going to talk for an extended amount of time. So um, it was really pleasant. I really liked it. It's really awesome. Thank you.
I appreciate you.
Thank you.
Yeah, man.
Right? Yeah.
Showing us
Thank
all
you.
that
Anytime. I'll
heat.
come on anytime.
Right. Thank you for showing us your snakes. I mean, taking time out your day. I know you
Yeah,
probably recording music too. So I mean,
for
you're doing a
sure.
lot.
Yeah,
Oh, he's
man.
also for everybody that don't know, he's also making the new intro for this podcast, which
That's
I'm
right.
excited for. But that shit's
Yeah,
gonna
man.
be hard.
Yeah, I'm
That
gonna
shit
make
is
it
gonna be
nice.
hard.
That's right.
I'm stoked, dude. Like you don't even know.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
That's
All right,
awesome.
Eric. How many questions you got, Eric?
I asked my main one, but I'm gonna ask one more because I'm not really too often I get to talk to someone who has like this caliber of ball pythons. To someone who's looking to the future, what would your advice be I know you said to calculate, but is there any specific like numbers wise, like females to males later? You know
Yes,
what I mean?
and this is something I've answered for folks before that asked me, and my biggest advice is if you're starting out, you don't need any males. You need none. You need to be collecting females that you know set you ahead of the game. So you have no reason to be purchasing a male unless you have a female that is, a few months away from being able to lock. So 2 years old, 1,500, 1,600 grams. Like if you're nowhere close to that, then you don't need to be shopping males at all. Um, you need to be collecting females that because every female that you buy is not going to just be ready in 2 years. That's just not how it works. So you need to give yourself the best chance you can by putting your time and effort into females, and then when it comes time to get a male, you can take all the information that is out there available, all the new cool stuff, like super late or white lace and monsoon or mandarin or super mandarin or scrambler. I'm trying to just think of like newer stuff that is really sick. And you might just catch the tail beginning of something and be able to make some ultra magic within a short period of time. So grow your males, grow your females, and then when it is like crunch time is when you should be trying to look for a male and try to find something that is going to really set you apart with some stuff that a lot of people don't have. That's why I was naming stuff like Scrambler and Bang, like these
Mhm.
new like newer stuff that is
More
going
stuff.
to, yeah, yeah, yeah. But that is the best way to be excited about your clutches, sustain your hobby, and fund all those unexpected things that may come up, because you got to stay kind of on that edge of the making stuff that people want to look at. So um, yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate that answer because I'm starting to realize that the high quality females and high caliber females are really what's important. You
It,
know.
it is. It is, and there's absolutely no reason to have a high caliber male if you don't have any females to to uh, to to put him to. So
Hmm.
focus on high caliber females. That's it. And when it comes time, you'll know when it's time to focus on a male, and you know, and then that's how you give yourself the best chance of having something really special to make something crazy,
Yeah.
Not gonna lie, Lucas is right. Absolutely right. Absolutely
Yeah, yeah.
right.
Big facts.
My last question for you, Lucas, is what is one thing you would change in the hobby slash industry, and what would it be and why?
um Man, I don't know, that's a tough one. um I don't know. I think the hobby has a just people in general. Things have a way of weeding out, um, bad trends or. Um, um, oh, here's a good one. Okay, um, I know we all like use rack systems, and that seems to be a good setup for us all. But I do wish that we could somehow combine. Um, you know some type of more naturalistic um, uh, options for being able to store a lot of snakes, and that's probably like the biggest thing that I struggle with is like, and that's why I don't like post on Instagram like videos a lot, especially of tubs, because when I get a normal person asking me, why that snake is living in a box. I can go and tell you because that's how they will best eat, breed, and live and be happy.
Hmm.
Which is not saying that it can't be done in a naturalistic large environment, but I wish there was a way to like combine that a little bit and make some similar style rack systems that are maybe a little roomier or um, you know uh, just make just to avoid those questions, I guess. I have my snakes in racks because I know that's where they feel safe. But I wish there was a way to do that where the general public that has no understanding of what I'm doing or what we're doing, you know, I wish I was able to combat that a little bit. Surely this is not the end all be all. So I would like to see things evolve, and uh, yeah,
Agreed. I like that. I like that. That was a good answer, Lucas.
yeah, because you got a lot of people that are just like, they're very hard set in their ways with, rack systems and, you know, and like I totally get it. I mean, I've had plenty of snakes that are ready to move up to the big tubs, and you put them in there and they don't eat. And so you have to put them back in where they feel comfortable, which is like where they barely have enough room. But that's what they like, at least ball pythons anyway. But that doesn't mean that that can't be provided in some environment that is a little bit more roomier or has a little bit more ways to introduce, stimulation and things like that. So at least if it for my sake and for the general public's look inside of how these things are kept, I would like to see uh, that improve just a little bit. But I'm all about the racks. I just want them to be a little better. Yours look really good.
Thanks.
Yours look really
That
good.
took forever to set up, by the way.
I bet. I bet. I bet.
But I mean, I've seen some other like. Okay, so if you go back and watch Stronghold's episode, just look at how they set up their whole. The guy that makes their racks actually was in that line, which I forgot. I got to follow him and message him.
Okay.
Um, but their racks are like all open,
Oh
but
wow.
they're like they look like an enclosure, but they're actually racks.
Wow.
But
Yeah, and that's
they're
that's kind of what
super
I have in mind.
nice.
Like some way for it to be open and just a little bit roomier and a little bit more naturalistic, a little way to introduce stimulation. Um, you know, so yeah, I'll definitely check that out. I'm certainly
I think
looking
Eric
forward.
was on that episode, weren't you?
Yeah.
And the racks
I
were
don't
like
I don't
super
remember
nice,
his
right?
name though.
Yeah, I don't remember his name
It was
either.
Brittany and Travis from Stronghold.
Yeah, which
Okay.
are awesome, amazing people. They're
Yeah, who I
actually
also met in person
bodybuilders.
this weekend. This past weekend. Super cool
Awesome.
people.
Yeah, she told me she met you. She was super excited, dude. So, uh, we'll talk after that. It's nothing to do with this. I'm gonna just keep
Okay.
it Lucas. I'm gonna keep it Lucas. We'll talk to Lucas afterwards. Um, but yeah. So yeah, they do have like their closures are pretty nice. It made me like realize that I need to take a step back and rebuild,
Yeah.
start over.
Right, right. And there's these ARS racks, like they can be roomy for the right size snake. And they can you can do a lot with them. Like I have some that I've split down the middle for hatchlings, and I've made like little snake apartments in there, which is really cool. And but as snakes grow, I just
What's
like to
up,
know
Chris?
that
Thanks for stopping by, brother.
how you doing? Um, so I you know, yeah, just like to improve that a little bit, rebuild myself some, think outside the box, try to get some flowing water, maybe. I don't know. I do all kinds of crazy shit like that, but yeah,
Actually, that's smart if they could do that, though.
yeah. There's definitely a way, man. Water pumps and You know,
To install water pumps to always pump water into the bowl,
yeah,
um,
yeah, yeah,
or have a drainage system in all the bowls and just.
yeah, yeah. That would
But
be cool
that'd
too.
be weird. That'd be hard too.
Yeah, yeah, it would. But I like to. I like the snakes should have fresh water like every other day at least, if not every day. I try to do that anyways. Um, so it would be cool if you had some sort of like switch pump system that would fill them all up and keep like and let it overflow some so you could increase your humidity. But yeah, yeah,
I get nervous about that because
yeah,
of
that
the
could be kind
rat
of cool.
floods,
Yeah, yeah,
No, but like it would have an automatic shut off like once it got to like a certain tip or
like a float switch.
yeah, you know what I
yeah, yeah.
mean?
You could do a float switch. Like I used to do a lot of that when I was
Like
like
when the
building a
bowl
bunch of
filled
equipment.
up,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
even with the water like in the tub, it still creates humidity. So like if the water drops, it automatically fills back up and stops. You know what I mean? So
Yep.
it constantly
Yep.
has fresh water.
Yeah. Humidity is the biggest issue I face in my snake room anyway, because I keep it like 80 degrees, so that heat on, um, it really does dry things out fast. I have to spray every snake down once a day for sure, and then when I come back the next day, it's like bone dry in here. So, um, you know, yeah,
We didn't even talk about that. Your substrate. Do you use cocoa or paper? What do you
cocoa,
use?
I use
Okay.
cocoa.
paper. I got rid of well, I was using Aspen, and then cocoa really just absorbed the water, the humidity. So I wasn't getting that humidity, so it just absorbed the water. So I
Right,
went back to
right.
paper, and now paper is actually they're shading like perfectly on paper. I was like, I should just left it at paper. Like, why the hell did I change it? You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
I've used paper before too, and I never, I was able to, spray them down nice, and it works great for me. But um, the I found the cocoa is better for spot cleaning, and you don't have to do as many like complete tub changes when you have 50 snakes and you have cocoa because you can remove it and clean pretty easily and add some fresh, as things dirty up. So. But water for sure. Every day, every other day, latest. I change every day.
So like my retake, I put on paper too. Well, both of them, and they should like they sit in the bowl first of all,
Oh,
and
okay.
then they come out and shit around the bowl. Like I guess their skin gets caught on the bowl and then it just spills. And it comes right off, bro. And they look so gorgeous when they're shit.
Oh, I bet.
So I mean, I love my retakes. They're like my pride and joy. I do love my ball pythons that I do have. I do have my pies. So I'll show you my
Yeah.
ultra mel pie. Check it out. Hold on.
Yeah. Let me see that.
Yeah, here in Florida, we can't sniff retics or
That's
berms.
crazy.
So here it is.
Oh, wow.
This is an ultra mel pie. Oop, I had by the head. My bad. Yeah,
Awesome. Is that a girl or a boy?
it's a male.
Okay. Super sick. It's hard to beat pieds, man.
Yeah, it's my ultra mel pie.
Nice.
Oh, it is. And it has pastel in them too. Apparently, I
Yeah.
read that wrong. Yeah, but he's a little twitchy. But yeah.
That's
But I
okay.
also got my my albino pie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I got a lot of pies. A lot of
Nice.
pies.
Yeah.
You can't go wrong with pieds.
Yeah, you really can't, and I think that's why I kind of chose early on. Like I was definitely going to work with Pied, um, but you got to get Inchy into that albino Pied stuff, man. I love the pinks that Inchy is bringing to that. Yep,
Nice.
super cool. Yeah, I feel like Inchy is just unlocking all those pinks in those jeans like that. The albino, lavender albino, candy, all that stuff. Um, Super cool.
one gene I saw that was super interesting. I saw it in person. It was a blackhead combo pied,
Oh
and
yeah,
it just
yeah.
did some interesting things to the pattern.
Oh, absolutely. Yep. Yep.
There's my super pastel spot nose head clown.
Super pastel spot nose. Oh yeah. Very cool. Really cool head stamp there. Nice.
Lucas, are you going to be picking anything up in the future?
Yeah, man. I'm looking to get, like I said, the Mandarin into Desert Ghost. So
Okay,
Super Mandarin, head DG, something like that. So
gotcha.
definitely looking for that, no doubt. Um, that's the only thing I know for sure that I'm definitely looking for, that I want to bring into like the leopard, spot nose, fire, yellow belly, DG stuff. I feel like that can be really cool for sure.
Nice.
Yeah.
So what
Yeah,
did you think of
man,
my snakes?
super sick. What'd you say?
I said, what did you think of my snakes?
Awesome. Awesome.
I know they're like basic pies,
Oh,
but I love them.
Yeah,
I
dude,
know.
that's but I think spot nose is great. I think people underestimate that one a lot. That one is really cool. Just the gene in general. Especially that the allelic chocolate spot nose. That's awesome. There's a lot of opportunity there. And nobody's gone, really gone deep down that path,
Yeah,
exploring
they
that.
haven't.
You know. You could base a whole collection on chocolate spot nose combos. For sure.
But would they sell them?
I don't know. I mean, I mean, not just by themselves. You gotta add it to something else. Like
What about a
pie,
chocolate pie?
chocolate pies are dope. Miguel has made some of those, I
Oh, I
think.
haven't seen those.
Oh yeah, they're really unique. They're really cool. So spot nose and pied is not so great, but spot nose and everything else is awesome. Uh, Clown DG for sure. I'm sure Monsoon spot nose will be cool too.
That'd definitely be cool.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
spot
Uh,
nose has been slept on for a long time.
yeah,
Long time.
yeah,
bro,
yeah.
I love spawn honestly.
Oh, I do too. I do too.
But I don't know. Do you have another question before we get on out of here? Eric?
No, I'd ask everything. I asked more questions than I originally intended.
You did, bro. You did. It was awesome.
Oh yeah,
But
man. Thank you guys.
Lucas, before we get on out of here, I always like everybody to say a positive message for the viewers watching.
All right. Um, yeah, I don't know. What do most people say? Like, what's a good positive message?
I don't know.
Like, are you
I
talking?
always say
Are we
like
still on reptiles
no,
or
it could
just in
be
general?
like a positive message. Like what I say when I leave out of here is like lift people up, never put people down, stuff like that.
Okay.
It can be about anything, yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, man. Don't overwork yourself, and take care of your time, and hold your time of value. I have overworked myself for like the past 10 years, and I feel like that's probably one of the biggest regrets I'll ever have in my life, is not valuing my time with my family and my hobbies and my things just because of money. You think you got to work, like, work yourself to death, but you do not have to. And if you are, find a better way to spend your time with your family and your friends, and make time to talk to people. That at the end of the day, that is what life is all about. So these relationships that you make, and the time that you sacrifice away will you will regret that. So don't undervalue your time, and don't assume you have it either. So spend your time being positive, and making positive relationships, and loving people, man. Love your family and love your friends.
Hell yeah, girl. I'm gonna say something positive right now. When I reached out to Lucas to do this podcast, he was like, "Hell yeah, like
Yeah,
I'm all
man.
for it. Let's do it." And then I was like,
Yeah.
"Just send me 4 pics of your favorite snake and da da da." And we set
Done.
this thing up, and then we were talking ever since then, like
Yep.
going back and forth on the messages. But like, I don't know, it's just when I could connect with people and vibe with people, I continue to talk to them like
Yeah,
that.
man.
So, and you were just
Yeah.
like, I could felt the positivity, like I guess vibe to your message, man. Like I already knew this show was gonna be good. It was gonna be a good show, a positive show. So
Yeah, I hope so,
appreciate you,
man. I hope it
Lucas.
wasn't boring, and I hope people, enjoyed it. And I hope to talk to you guys again. I'll come on anytime, and shoot the shit with you guys. It was a pleasure. Thank you.
Appreciate you, Lucas.
Thank you.
Yeah, it was great to meet you too, Lucas.
Yeah, you too, man. I'll send you I'll send you a message, man, and we'll chat it up.
All right. On that, guys, let's get on out of here. Y'all have a great night. Lift each other up. Stay positive. You know, and reach out to your loved ones, like you said. Reach out to your loved ones. Tell them you love them. You never know what could be going on. On that note, y'all guys have a great night. We're out of here. Peace, guys.